When it rolled out, did the heart skip a beat a little bit?
No, I was on my own stand when that happened.
Okay.
So, and I knew it was going to be very crowded, but I did want to get a good look at the car because, as you recall, we had the concept in my last Detroit show before I retired, and then for a while the car was dead. It wasn't going to make production, and luckily Dan Ackerson could be persuaded to put it in, and I think it's going to be a smash hit. It's just it's a car that does everything and is everything.
Is this what the extended range platform is best suited for?
Well, we always said that the basic layout of the Volt is capable of being adapted to other brands and other vehicles, and why waste it on just one car? So this is an example of, and I'm unsure what they did to it technologically. It's obviously differentiated because it's a Cadillac, but it is the basic Voltec technology of a lithium-ion battery pack driving an electric motor.
But does the business case with this car make more sense?
Well, yes, because with a Cadillac, you obviously add a little bit of cost, but the reason you do premium brands is you can charge more than the added cost that you put in. So clearly this car, and I don't know the numbers because I've been gone for 3 years, but my thinking behind it when we did the original converged show car, which has become the ELR, was that this is a way to finally make a decent profit on that architecture.
What do you like about the execution?
Well, it's just people who know about styling say this is one of the best styled coupes in history. I mean, it's absolute perfection. It's modern. It's timelessly. It's got a great deal of energy and thrust to it, and it's just every bit of the it was voted best concept in the Detroit show a few years ago, and it has lost nothing in the transition to production.
You think it'll silence some of the Volt's critics?
Oh, I think they're quiet now anyway. Just the car is it's the world's best-selling electrified vehicle. I mean, and in a situation, and it's constantly gaining new fans and gaining momentum. So Volt's going to be fine.
All right. Okay. How much does that car mean to a Cadillac dealer?
It's absolutely huge for the brand. I mean, there's a luxury electric car. There's people that want to buy the electric car but have never had a luxury version. So it really is brand defined. We're actually at the Green Store in Highland embracing the actual solar power technology and all those aspects to really embrace it. But it really establishes a luxury electric vehicle.
And are you going to be able to get as many of these as you want, or do you think you're going to have to fight with your California colleagues for them?
There'll definitely be a fight, I'm sure. But, obviously the West Coast is huge and obviously a huge market for them. We'll get our fair share as well. And it just opens up a category. A lot of people that really want to embrace electric really don't want to give up any luxury amenities. So it's huge.
Well, and the way they tune this thing to be as quick as an M3, is that something you can sell?
It's hard to even imagine. I haven't had the opportunity to drive it. Chase Hawkins has, says it's absolutely awesome and how fast it gets off the gun, for sure.
All right, Ryan LaFontaine, thanks very much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Partnership with General Motors is allowing this to be made in the U.S. There's so many exciting vehicles. GM ATS winning the car of the year, the Dodge winning the truck of the year. UAW and Ford and General Motors and Chrysler really are bringing so many jobs, so much investment to the U.S. by partnership, by collective bargaining. It's a great story.
It's a good labor management.
Global export.
That's right. This will be globally. So is the Volt. This is globally exported. We were just looking at the Jeep Wrangler.
Right.
That's globally. That's such a huge home run globally for Chrysler. The Ford Fusion, the Ford Explorer is being exported globally. So what a change in the industry that now we're making vehicles for the rest of the world here in the United States of America. What a turnaround. Yeah. And all the vehicles that we brought back to be assembled in the USA. Mm-hmm. And it really, if it hadn't been for the Secretary's help, for President Obama's help, this would never be happening.
Right.
Well, tell us about that, Labor Secretary. Tell us why this is so important that we're importing the vehicles more.
Well, there were folks that didn't believe that we could see the revival in the automobile industry here by having things manufactured, made in the USA. And the president strongly believed in helping to build out the middle class. And this is an illustration of how that works, when people can come together, sit down at the table, labor, union, everyone involved, and communities, and the leadership that it required to get that done. Now you have cost efficient, very savvy, very stylistic, and very practical automobiles that are being produced here, not just for our consumption, but around the world. So I'm very proud. This is a very proud day for all of us. Remember 4 years ago coming to the auto show and having a different sense. And now to see us competing globally in different markets and with fine products that I see even in being utilized in my hometown, Los Angeles and California, everywhere, that there is a demand for this. And sales have been high, dealerships are coming back, jobs are coming back. I'm just hearing from the employees that assemble these products, that are the pride and the empowerment, that they have the ability to sit down and talk to management and have their voices and opinions heard to make a better product so that we can sell around the world and around.
Madam Secretary, sometimes California is a tough market for us. How do you think this car will sell there?
I have no doubt that it will sell well. I have no doubt. We have different, how could I say, styles that are afforded there, and people have different opportunities to acquire this type of vehicle. And California is very fuel efficient. We are looking, yes, I mean, runs right through my former district in Los Angeles, so I know what that means. And you know what? Why not? Why not? And it's made here